Hello everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to be talking about the Divine Grace spawn that just came out. First, let me cover the monster before anything so we can get that out of the way. The way she attacks and the damage she does could be equivalent to King or Odin, however you want to put it. She removes buffs from all allies. She removes status alignments of all allies for 10 seconds. For every 10 seconds, 60 seconds. She recovers cost and increases the recovery speed of cost. She increases maximum HP and heals. And she casts Hero on yourself for 60 seconds. The fact that she casts Hero right away makes her a above average to good monster. I'm not really sure. I'm not going to say good monster, but it's definitely above. Good monster right away. Because Hero is the best. I'm not even going to say one of the best. It probably is the best buff out there, but it's late game. It's not really going to help you early game, but it will help you late game, because you'll get to the point where you're going to start seeing bosses doing all types of stuff like debuffs and confusions. Not confusions, but status alignments, confusion, blind, paralyzed, psychological contamination, all types of stuff. It happens not even rarely or occasionally. It happens pretty commonly when you get to that end game level. And this is where Hero kicks in. Hero helps stop that stuff, plus it increases your stats twice the amount they already are. So that is very, very, very good. Overall, I would say she is better than Liatsu. This can be argumentable, but for the most part, I myself can find her better than Liatsu. Because Liatsu, the fact that she casts Time Element and reduces the action speed of CPUs or decreases the cost recovery speed of all enemies makes her herself pretty useful, on top of the fact that she casts Hero. But if it wasn't for even one of those abilities, she would not be useful, as if you were to take one of her abilities away right here, what I'm talking about, it's not going to really affect her too much. It's not going to damage her to that bad amount like Liatsu. So that's what I'm saying, this one is better in my perspective, in my opinion. It probably is better, but I think it could still be argumentable. Alright, so if you don't know how Divine Grace spawn works, Divine Grace spawns are better than treasure spawns, so keep that in mind. If you see a feature gear that comes out in Divine Grace and treasure usually, I'd wait for it to come out in Divine Grace. Divine Grace, you spawn right here. Yeah, Divine Grace offers more medals, and SSR rates are up on Divine Grace. That's why Divine Grace is better. Anyways, now that we said that, you gotta spawn right here. You'll still have the extremely small, I'm talking extremely small chance of getting a featured gear monster. And then at the very end, you'll get one of these chests right here, and what one of these chests offers will be right here. Alright, with that being said, let's actually get to the spawn. Usually, a spawn would have a 12.02% chance, not a 12.01, and I think that's just with the gear itself. The fact that it's a 12.01, and it has not just Lancelot, but it has the other three also that you see right here on top of here in the spawn itself. I think that means they have lower rates on the actual monsters themselves, the featured monsters. So that kind of sucks. It's kind of stupid. But it's still nice that they have double the rates on SSRs in general, so that is really cool itself. Yeah. Alrighty, so the fact that they have 4 monsters right here is cool for those that really don't have monsters, and when you hit the jackpot you get a scroll. But for those that really do, it's not really a good idea to do this. But anyways, going on with this, you're very likely to get the Divine Grace medal 1000, even with the four monsters combined and versus the Divine Grace medal. You're still greatly likely to get the Divine Grace medal 1000. That's how low the summoning scroll rates are. They're still possible to obtain, but very likely you're not going to obtain them. If you are, though, you're probably going to get Bastet or Cleopatra. You might get Freya or Lancelot, but you're probably going to get Bastet or Cleopatra. What I do like about the Divine Grace spawn, though, is just from the jackpot alone, it offers 1,000 medals. Just from the jackpot alone, you will be getting 50 to 200 per a spawn, and there's also another chest that offers 400 to 200. So just 1,000, you're able to get it alone. With 1,000 for a jackpot each, you can get 4 jackpots, get the SSR Monster Guarantee ticket. 7 jackpots equals Bastet, 8 jackpots equals Cleopatra, 9 jackpots equals Freya, 10 jackpots equals Lancelot, and then 2 jackpots equals one of these gears right here. And for the monsters themselves, you'll still be getting 50 to 200 per spawn, and you might get that 400 to 200. So it's not just the jackpots alone. You don't have to get like 10 jackpots to get the scroll. You probably only have to get 9 or 8, technically speaking, because of the extra medals you still will be getting. So that's very good, and that's awesome that they offer lots of medals, so that way you can actually get this stuff a little bit quicker than usual. It's pretty cool. But the SSR Monster Guarantee ticket is kind of stupid, because I hate when they do this type of stuff, especially when it comes to adding these in spawns. Sure, maybe for free, but when you add these in spawns, it's kind of stupid. They have Elizabeth and Sun Wukong here. They're cost 30 monsters, and they're decent. They're average, I guess I could call them. Out of all the stuff they have in here, believe it or not, those two have the highest rates. I think out of my base experience alone, I could say you have a 60% chance of getting Elizabeth or Sun Wukong from here, rather than the other stuff. The other stuff has a 40% chance, so it's so stupid how they did that. They still make it extremely hard to get. So probably by the time you get 2 tickets, which is 8,000 by the way, medals, you would still probably get Elizabeth or Sun Wukong. So it's so stupid. I don't see why they did that. It's ridiculous. It honestly is ridiculous. Without those two, I can tell you the ticket is worth it. But in reality, I don't find this ticket to be worth it unless you just really need like a 30 cost monster or something in the first place for Awakening. If you're not interested in the summoning scrolls at all, they don't offer a lot of feature gears. There's not a lot of rarities, but they do have blue broad stuff besides the regular Imperial stuff that always appears in treasure spots. If you need something to reduce reflection damage, because you might find a lot of reflection damage when you're doing guild battles, the blue broad's armor right here for the male, not female, but for the male, will help you with that. It's a defense constant effect skill, so it's always activated during battle. As for weapons themselves, soldier weapon is alright. The Mazookin sword or something like that, the new free-to-play one that just came out, 32 cost. The blue one, completely blue one, I think I have it right here. Yeah, right here. It's a better version of it, but if you don't think you can get it, or that seems too far-fetched, this one right here literally does the same thing for 1 cost less. So it's a very helpful skill. This one right here is not a bad skill. It helps increase the chance of breaking an enemy, and breaking pretty much lowers their defense and magic defense, I think, or something like that. Or just goes through it, I believe, or something like that. As for this bow right here, this bow is very OP as well. If this procs, the skill that this procs for will decrease the defense and magic defense of the target is only for the one skill that actually attacks them by half. So that is very strong. And then the relic right here has like a mini continuous seal that heals 5% of the target's max of HP every 5 seconds for 10 seconds, on top of the testament to greatly reduce the amount of HP healed. So if you were like to use Divinity, everybody would be getting like a small little continuous heal for like 10 seconds. So that's pretty helpful, and that's pretty awesome as a cleric to actually achieve. So there's that stuff. Other than that, they don't really have much. Overall, I'd say the Divine Grace spawn it's a pretty good spawn. I'm not gonna say it's like super good. I would say it's a lot better if they actually offered multiple varieties under the medal exchange. Considering that it's real easy to get the medals in the first place, but considering they don't, I can't say this is like a extremely awesome spawn. It's good. It's between good to very good for me. Also, make sure when you're doing a Divine Grace spawn to have like over 135 medals. That way you're at least getting the jackpot. Well, not even 135. You probably want to get around... You probably want to do around 9 spawns. 9 spawns, I think, is somewhere between 185 to 200 gems to even get some of the stuff from the medal exchange itself. You might get the jackpot on your first try, but just in case you think your luck's bad and you have to get like 5 spawns, which is 6 chests technically speaking, unless you waste your bonus and you skip a day on your bonus, then you would generally have to do all 5 and you get the jackpot, and then you have to do it again and all that stuff. So just in case for that, that's why I'm saying just in case, just to get this stuff, you probably want to have over a couple hundred medals. I'm not even lying. Well, not a couple hundred, but like somewhere between 185 to 200. My bad. Anyways, Yes, this is kind of a free-to-play spawn, not free-to-play, pay-to-win spawn still, just because they don't offer really much in the first place. With that being said, I hope this helped out, and this is the AzureWrath, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.